Hey guys, so today is Sunday, May 7th. This past week I was trying to focus on a sleep routine. So last week I followed a hydration routine, and if you didn't watch those videos, here's a link. So doing that hydration routine, I dropped like 4.5 pounds of water in that 1 week. And I was doing it and doing daily check-ins to show you my weight fluctuations and whatnot. And so this week I wanted to focus on a sleep routine, monitor my weight again to see if it had a similar effect. As a trainer and a coach, my days can get pretty long. My days can start at 6 a.m. being at work and then end at 7 at night. But that doesn't necessarily mean I'm working 13 hours in a row. But it is a 13-hour day of work. It's hard to follow a sleep routine because I come home and there's things I want to do, and sometimes that's the only time of day I have to do it. So doing this was really hard for me, and it kind of really put me in a negative headspace over and over, like every night, because I wasn't getting done what I wanted to get done. I just had to take it very literally to get through the week, which means that this was not a very good experience. Instead of following a routine that I enjoyed, I literally just like made rules and followed them, and those rules were I'll get in, no more screens at 8:30, 8 hours of sleep, and then I did meditate every night. Tanner and I meditated together using the Calm app. Those were my 3 rules, and those were the 3 things I did every night. So this isn't exactly what I was wanting to do this past week, but after Monday and Tuesday, I was like, I can't do anything more than this at this point. I really like to be productive, and I get frustrated when I'm not. But then I have to try to balance that with resting, and it's very hard because when I rest, I feel I get in more of a negative headspace because I feel like I'm wasting time. So those are just some things that I struggle with and that this week kind of brought up for me. Okay, numbers. So Monday the 1st, I woke up at 6:30. I don't know what time I went to bed last Sunday. I didn't write it down, I don't think. But I woke up at 6:30 and I was 168.8. So that Sunday, last Sunday night, we did go out to eat. We went to Torchy's Tacos and we had insomnia cookies as well. So my weight went from 165.4 up 3.2 pounds overnight from going out to eat. So it's just another example of how drastically my weight can fluctuate. But that night I did meditate and I went to bed at 9 p.m. And so the next day I woke up at 5 and I got 8 hours of sleep, and I was 168.6, so down 0.2, not a significant change. I did meditate that day. I did not train that day, and I went to bed at 9. And then the next day, Wednesday, the 3rd, I woke up at 6 a.m., so I got 9 hours of sleep, and I was 167.8, so down 1 pound from Monday. And I did work out that day, I did meditate that day, and then I went to bed at 9:30. So there I stayed up 30 minutes later than I should have because I only got 7.5 hours of sleep that night. And I woke up at 5 a.m. on Thursday, 167.6, so down another 0.2. So it's kind of consistent this week, not really much up and downs. Woke up at 5, 167.6. I did meditate and I went to bed at 10 because I didn't have to get up until 6 a.m. the next day. And I did work out on Thursday. And then Friday, I didn't write. As you can see, it's Friday and Saturday are empty. Friday, I woke up at 6 a.m., was 167.0, so I had lost about 2 pounds throughout the week on Monday morning. But I'm still up 1.5 pounds from my 165.4 that I was on Saturday and Sunday. Went to bed late. Friday was Cinco de Mayo. We did have friends over and had dinner together and played games and stayed up pretty late. They were here after 11 o'clock, so I don't know what time I went to bed, probably around 11:30 or midnight. But the next day I did not get up until 7:30, so I got around 8 hours of sleep probably, but despite that, doesn't matter. So this week following a bedtime routine caused me more stress than it should have, unfortunately, and I did not see any significant changes because throughout this week I was following the same hydration routine that I did last week, and except for Wednesday I did not have any lemons. So Wednesday I had to go to the store, so Wednesday I did not have any lemon water. That's that. Not very exciting, unfortunately. I just had a negative week, was on the struggle bus, but I'm ready for this week to be a lot better. So this was just kind of a update about how it went since I said I was doing this. I mean, I did do it, but I didn't have anything interesting to film because filming at night would have broken my no screen rules. I was trying to avoid just like lights and technology because it stimulates your brain, turns your brain on. But we did have like the lights on, obviously. Can't walk around in the dark before we go to bed. So yeah, I'm hoping me being very transparent is helping some of you guys learn some stuff or feel like you're not alone, or that sounds so cheesy, but really like a lot of our problems that aren't really huge problems that like we don't talk about, they do affect us, especially I think mentally, as I experienced this week. So talking to you guys helps me, and I hope it helps you too. So thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, check out my hydration week here, or watch a training video here. They'll be in the top and the bottom. And yeah, thank you so much. Bye. Have a great week.